Wait, is Jack Deveraux actually going to use Gwen Rizchek to break into the DiMera secret labs to find Abigail's resurrection pod? And are the writers seriously going to have Sophia's waterlogged corpse wash up and completely ruin a Memorial Day barbecue while Kristen DiMera sips champagne and laughs? I am losing my mind over these spoilers, you guys. Hey Days fans, welcome back. I've got some massive Salem drama to unpack today for the week of May 25th through the 29th. And let me tell you, Sweeps Month is going out with a massive, explosive bang. If you love deep dives, wild theories, and unapologetic rants about Days of Our Lives, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and let's get into this absolute mess. It is Memorial Day week in Salem. Usually, that means barbecues, fireworks in the Horton Town Square, and trips to the lake for the younger crowd. But let's be real for a second. This is Salem. Nobody gets a peaceful holiday. I honestly believe the writers are setting us up for a massive, horrifying cliffhanger right in the middle of a hot dog roast. We know Kristen DiMera bashed Sophia in the head with a rock and had her goons dump the body in the river. Amy Choi is losing her mind trying to get justice for her daughter. What if the Salem teens, Holly, Tate, Ari, are out at the lake trying to have a normal Memorial Day, trying to forget the trauma of the past few weeks, and bam, Sophia's corpse just washes up on the shore? Just imagine the absolute trauma. Ashley Puzemis, who plays Holly, would absolutely kill those scenes. She is already drowning in guilt because of that fake suicide note Sophia planted. Having her physically find the body would be peak soap opera tragedy. And the worst part of all of this, Kristen DiMera is just getting away with murder. Again, Stacey Hyduck is an incredible actress, but I am so sick of Kristen skating by. She orchestrated this entire nightmare to frame EJ, she ruined a young girl's life, and now she is literally getting away with murder while Amy Choi's life is completely destroyed. Kristen needs to pay, but we all know the DiMera name is basically a get-out-of-jail-free card. But hold on a second, because the biggest jaw-dropper of the week involves Jack Deveraux. Matthew Ashford is back, and I am thrilled. But Jack isn't just here to play happy families at the Salem Inn. He is on a desperate mission. Jack is going to ask Gwen for help. Yes, Gwen, the daughter who historically despised Abigail, the daughter who drugged Abigail and ruined her life years ago. Why is he turning to her? Because Jack and Chad DiMera secretly exhumed Abigail's grave, and her remains are completely gone! I was stunned. Completely stunned. Jack wants Gwen to snoop around the DiMera mansion and the secret tunnels to see if Abigail is in one of those creepy resurrection pods. If you ask me, this is a brilliant move by the writers. Gwen lived in the DiMera mansion for months. She knows the layout, she knows the secrets, and having her work with Jack to save the sister she used to hate, that is massive character growth. People, I love Emily O'Brien, and giving Gwen a redemption arc tied to Abigail is exactly what this character needs right now. Chad already confronted EJ about resurrecting Abby, and EJ swore up and down that it couldn't happen. But EJ is a massive liar. Dan Foy-Regal is playing EJ with such a smug, arrogant energy right now. EJ is playing God with his Versifix drug, and I absolutely believe he has Abigail stashed away somewhere in a cryogenic sleep. We are coming up on the 4-year anniversary of Abigail's death at the hands of Clyde Weston. It is time to bring her back. The writers have teased this for far too long. The chemistry between Connor Floyd's Chad and Annalyn McCord's Cat is interesting, but Chabby is a legacy endgame. Chad needs his wife, and Thomas and Charlotte need their mother. I don't care if they bring back Marcy Miller or Kate Mansi. Just open that pod. Now, let's pivot to the absolute train wreck that is Gabi Hernandez. Sheree Jimenez is acting her heart out, but Gabi's making the worst decisions of her life. She just got publicly dumped by Philip Kyriakis outside the bistro after confessing to corporate sabotage. She bugged Xander's office. She ruined the Tittingent DiMera merger, and Philip threw her out like yesterday's trash. And now, she is about to lose her daughter, Ari. Gabi is so desperate to control Ari's life that she tries to pay off Liam to stay away from her. When has a bribe ever worked in Salem? Literally never. Liam is a troubled guy, but he is trying to do the right thing. He's going to reject that money, and Ari's going to find out. I think Ari's going to completely lose it on Gabi. Ari is grieving Sophia. She's confused, she's vulnerable, and her mother is treating her like a corporate asset to be managed. Gabi spent years in prison. She survived Nick Fallon. She survived losing Stefan, but her own worst enemy has always been herself. Gabi is going to be left with absolutely nothing. No Philip, no Titan CEO chair, no DiMera shares, and no daughter. She is hitting rock bottom, and who is going to pick up the pieces? Theo Carver. Theo has always had a soft spot for Gabi. I honestly believe Theo is going to step in and comfort her when she has no one else. But let's be real for a second. Theo is dealing with his own massive family drama. He just gave Abe an ultimatum about Paulina and Lexie. Is Theo really in a mental space to take on Gabi's toxic baggage? Probably not. But you guys know how Days loves a messy trauma bond. I just hope Theo doesn't get dragged down into Gabi's endless cycle of revenge. Speaking of Theo's family, Lexie Carver's return tour is officially kicking off. Nikki Crawford is doing a phenomenal job stepping into this iconic legacy character. Next week, Lexie is going to get a flood of visitors. I am talking Marlena, Kayla, Roman, all the heavy hitters who have mourned her since 2012 when she died from those toxic tunnel gases. I cannot wait for the scenes between Lexie and Marlena. Deidre Hall always brings so much gravitas to these reunions. The tears are going to be flowing, and I am here for every single second of it. But the visitor I am most excited for, EJ, her little brother. EJ is going to stop by to explain exactly what he did with his twisted science experiment. He is going to try to justify playing God, acting like he did it all out of love for his sister. But Lexie is incredibly smart. She is a doctor. She is going to see right through his Versivics, black market schemes. I want Lexie to rip EJ a new one. She needs to put him in his place and remind him that the DiMera name shouldn't just be about power and illegal drugs. And finally, we need to talk about Lani and Eli. Lani is back in town, fiercely protecting Chanel from Joy Wesley. But where is Eli? The spoilers say Eli is overdue to join Lani and the twins in Salem. Lamont Archie needs to come back. We need the Alani magic back on our screens, especially with Chanel facing this terrifying breast cancer scare. Lani needs her husband's support right now. It just doesn't make sense for Lani to be dealing with Paulina's crumbling marriage to Abe, Lexie's return, and Chanel's health crisis all by herself. Bring Eli home. So, Days fans, I have to know what you think. Do you believe Gwen is actually going to find Abigail in one of those DiMera pods? And is Gabi completely beyond redemption at this point? Let me know your wildest theories in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more daily Salem updates, and I'll see you guys in the next video.